Nico Harris and the Mavs doing anything is funny at this point. Your Stockton Kings are the G League champions, folks. It's so
Let's
big
go.
time. Yeah, it's big time.
Yeah.
Mason Jones, the MVP of the finals. They were down 1-0 in that 3-game series to the Orlando Magic's G League team. Us a lot.
Anytime you can't say a team name, you probably
It's
chose
a city I've never heard of.
Osceola,
of course. Osceola. Yeah, no, for sure. That's a place. That's where the Magic's G League team is. The Magic go up 1-0 in that series. Kings win the next 2. Had a comeback last night.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac Jones was awesome. 21 points, 13 boards.
Yeah. He was so active.
Love to see it, man.
Yeah. I mean, Isaac Jones, if he just spent the entire season in the G League, would be a G League All-Star. Mm-hmm. He'd average 20 and 10 without any problems at all. Like he spent some time down there, but not an entire season. And I he's on the cusp of being an actual NBA player.
That's what I'm wondering. Is Mason Jones is he on the brink of being this productive?
I meant Isaac Jones, but go ahead, Mason Jones.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Mason Jones. That's my bad. Isaac Jones for sure.
Yeah.
What about Mason Jones? Because is Mason Jones doing that? Is he on the cusp of, man, some team is going to take a shot on him to be their 6th man, and he's going to get an opportunity to get pushed into a bigger role in the NBA on a team that just says, hey, here's the keys and you're going to go. You were so good in the G League last year. Here you go. Or is he just a what we call in baseball, a quadruple A player?
He's a 4A player.
Where he's going to go cook in the G League, and every once in a while he comes up if you need a spot start or some spot minutes, but he's never going to have a regular rotation spot in the NBA.
I feel bad for Mason because I do think he is really, really close to being like a real NBA player. I mean, his stats for this season were absolutely crazy.
It's clear he's too good for the G League.
Yeah, and the other thing is, we talked about this at some point during the season. Big men in the G League thrive.
Yes,
like for Isaac Jones to go down there and put up 20, I think he finished 21 and 10 in 12 games at the G League level. For him to do that it's impressive, but there aren't a bunch of really good big, centers and stuff in the G League that can hang.
It's because if you're a good big, you're in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a quality center or power forward, you're just in the NBA.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to guys like Mason, there are a ton of guys like Mason Jones at the G League level, tons. And so you've got to find a way to separate yourself from those players, and it's not easy. And what he's done over the course of his time and playing for Stockton, again, the Kings would love to have him be a G League player forever, but I just don't think that's going to be his route. Like, he's got to go make his money. And once you go from being a two-way player that makes half of a rookie scale contract, so 550, 600,000, to just a G League player that makes 40,000, his run is pretty much over in the G League. Right. He can't be a two-way player going forward. He's capped out. He's outside of the parameters of what a G League player can be. It's supposed to be your first 3 years. I think he got some sort of exemption for a 4th year.
Huh.
But yeah, like, look, I think that he's he's a fun dude. He's got a really, really good spirit about him.
Excellent vibes.
Yeah, very, very good guy, vibe guy. He's actually, like yesterday on the podcast, Sean said he's actually right now getting his MBA from Harvard. So like while he's playing, he's actually really close to getting his MBA. So like, look, this is a bright guy who's got plenty of things going for him outside of the game of basketball, but he's so close to being a really, solid contributor at an NBA level. And I just don't know when he's going to get a shot, or if he is going to get a shot.
I think Eric Escobar in the chat this is in the chatty house at youtube.com/ESPN1320. I think he hits the nail on the head here. He tries to do too much when he gets to the NBA level. If he can calm down and slow down, he would be a fine rotation guy. And that's it.
Yeah.
You're the guy on the G League team. If you're going to carve out a role in the NBA, it is going to be a much lesser role. Yep. It is going to be on the margins, do a little scoring here and there, but it's going to be rebounding, defense, hustle plays. It's going to be those little things that earn him rotation minutes more than, oh, wow, he played 100 miles an hour and he tried to score every time he touched the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that there's a way in which he can fit at the pro level. Again, for his career, he's a 42.3% shooter from three.
Mm-hmm.
This year, he shot 41.3 at the G League level on 9 attempts a game. Last year, he shot 47.6% on 6.3 attempts per game.
Man.
The dude can flat out shoot. So,
Yeah.
getting him an opportunity, I don't know what that looks like, but it sure did feel like the Kings needed that type of player all season long, and no one
Mm-hmm.
actually gave him that opportunity. So there's got to be some sort of disconnect between
Yeah.
who he is at the G League level and who he can be at the pro level,
Yeah.
and whether that you can sort of figure out those two sides.
So he's done playing for the Stockton Kings. He could play for the Sacramento Kings,
Mhm.
but he can't play for the Stockton Kings anymore.
Well, no, he can. He just can't play on a two-way.
Oh, okay. He has to be on a G League only
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay. I misunderstood that. Does this matter at all?
I mean,
Does,
I think you mean winning the championship doesn't matter.
yeah, like it's let me back up. Let me rephrase that. It's really cool.
Mhm.
It's awesome. Was pulling for the Kings to win it. They did. That's outstanding. Is there anything we can take from this that we can spin forward to the Sacramento club?
Yeah, I think first of all, the NBA has become like a little bit like Major League Baseball, where you're trying to build a pipeline,
Mm-hmm, for sure.
and I think the Kings are doing a really really good job during the Wes and
Mm-hmm.
Monty and Wes like era. They did a really good job of building a pipeline. We've seen guys like Isaac Jones there now, but Keon Ellis find his way. The Kings rewarded guys like Terry Taylor this year, and brought them up out of the G League. I think they are building a pipeline, and that
Mm-hmm.
winning is good because that means that you might be able to attract better players again this
Sure.
year, where other players are like, "Hey, I want to go play there." They just won.
Yeah.
They've got a good coach in place. They've got some things going for them. And so, yeah, I think it does matter. I don't think it's an end all be all, but it's a cool story, and it's a good thing to,
Definitely.
kind of pin your, during a down year to really like kind of give you something to talk about.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to the Stockton Kings, your G League champions. We love to see it. We also love to see our guy Nick Friedel, Odyssey NBA insider. He's going to join us next. We're going to take a look at some of the crazy stuff that's happened in the NBA this year. We'll look at the play-in games. We'll look at the playoffs. Love having Nick on as a guest, and he's going to join us next.